Artists, today we are going to be doing some printing and stamping on a piece of paper to make a background. The very first thing that you need to do is you need to put your name and your code in crayon on the back of your blue paper. And you want your blue paper to be horizontal. And when you're done putting your name and your code, flip it over so that that is on the back. You do not want your name on the front of your project yet. We're going to be doing some stamping on our project, and we have some white tempera paint, and you should have a yogurt cup or a cup with a round lid. And when you do your stamping, you just want to run your edge of your cup right into your paint. You don't need a lot. Just kind of rolling it into your paint. And I just want you to stamp right on top of your blue paper, and you can overlap your circles. You can let them go off the edge of your paper a little bit. That's why we have a messy mat. When you notice that your paint is getting low, you can just go back into your paint and re-roll onto that tempera paint. I want you to try to fill your paper with some overlapping circles. Once you've filled your paper with some overlapping circles, this is going to go on the drying rack, and we're going to start step 2 of our project. For step 2, we're going to take some construction paper, crayons that don't have any paper on it, and some texture plates to make some rubbings. These are going to be used in our project. The texture plates have 2 sides. There's a rough side and a side that is not as rough. It's kind of smooth. And each texture plate has a different texture on it. What I want you to do is I want you to put a piece of construction paper on top of your texture plate. And then you use a color that is darker. So I wouldn't want to use yellow because yellow is not darker than the orange. But I could use a brown or this red color. And we don't want to color on top. We want to hold our crayon on the edge. I'm using my hands to hold my paper in place, and I am pushing the edge of my crayon over top of the texture plate on the paper to give my construction paper a texture. You can leave just one texture, or you can try different ones in different colors. So sometimes it's fun to have more than one texture. When you're satisfied with the texture on your paper, I want you to flip it over and make sure that you write your name and your class code on the back of it. And I want you to do that with each of the papers at your table. You should each have one yellow, one red, one orange, and one green. And I want you to put texture on all of them. When you have textures on all of your pieces, I want you to save these in your table folder until we start the next step.